Yes, it's Friday, and I should be a little more excited, but I'm afraid
TGIF.
because there's
Thank
Chinese
God I'm
rockets
fabulous.
in the sky trying to fall on our heads. I was thinking about Chinese rockets on my head. I was thinking about all the songs that could go with the instead of raindrops. We could say uh, what's inside of a rocket that's really nasty. Rocket fuel falling on my head. Okay.
Well, no, them astronauts do have to go poop somewhere.
There's other stuff in those things, by the way. There's probably nasty chemicals. I guess it's not a satellite falling from the sky where you've got power sources and things that are being jettisoned, like plutonium and things like that. So it's just plain old aluminum. Still
That's
makes
that's a lot of aluminum.
anyway. Welcome to Friday. It is Friday, and yes, we are. This is a possibly end of my town stream because you never know if um, if
Oh my
if the
God.
Chinese rocket then decides that it's going to take me out in my house, there's really nothing I can do about it. So what I'm going to
Seriously?
do, yeah, this is the apocalypse.
You really want to go there? Okay.
We're
Before
going there. It's Friday.
before we go anywhere, I don't know if Brett is still here or not, but Brett sent me these.
Oh, Brad. Hey, thank you.
Uh,
Those are nice, by the way. He showed me those last night. Those coasters. We got a Florida coaster and we've got a Lone Star UAV coaster. Very
and he
nice.
put his logo on the back too. So
So that's very nice. Well, you got to self promote. So, Brad, where's your?
thanks a lot,
Thank
Brett.
you,
Much
Brad.
appreciated.
Um, And Ivan is in the house. Hey, from Bulgaria, Sofia, Bulgaria. I think today it's going to day. I think Michael's in the house all the way from freaking Canada. It's got to be getting warm there. I saw, when I did see, everybody's watching, um, the drone reviews from the king, and I'll call him the king right now because he is kind of the king of reviews. Um, Captain Drone. We're talking about Captain Drone. Um, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about what he promoted today because what I really want to talk a little bit about when we get it, if we get into any drone stuff today, because it's Friday, guys. There's wind. Can you hear the wind? Can you hear that,
Not
Kai?
bad. A little bit, but not
A little
bad.
bit. Good. 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 That's good. Anyway, I was looking at that because Kai sent me the promo for that video, it's the link. So I looked at it today, and I started thinking about, I'm like, he's not even wearing the goggles. How is he promoting this product when he's not wearing the goggles that come with it? So
Well, if you watch the video, and he's done it on several occasions now
oh, I
because
do.
of his eyesight,
Yeah.
most of
So
the time he can't get his glasses into the goggles. And
well,
I
then I'm
guess
not
on
buying
this
them.
one, on this one, he didn't figure out that his glasses would fit into the goggles, so it was too late.
Well, the box goggles, that's actually a benefit to them, is that you can, but to me, it's not a benefit to wearing glasses under the goggles. I actually, Michael, no, uh, not Michael. I'm going back. I got to go back to Eat More Possum. The ones that he sold me a long time ago, those are actually got diopters in them. They're 150s built into them, so that's why I kind of hang on to those because those things are already set up for my eyes. I could just take glasses off and fly, with box goggles. So really, all I need is a controller, Kai.
Well, I wore readers. These are plus 1.5, and I don't need to wear any glasses in the Sky Zone goggles. I don't need any diopters.
Well, I don't need regular glasses. I just need these. So, and it does make a difference.
Well, Michael
He
is
must just
here.
use contacts.
Sunrise is here.
Hey,
Paul is
Sunrise, how
here.
you doing?
Dan is here.
Woody Drones. Dan's out.
Blind Neil is here.
Blind Neil in the house. I bet you he's sucked into my freaking falling Chinese rockets. Guys, you got to understand that I am the master of thumbnails. So
You
you got
know
to
what
know
I've
that's like
noticed? You know what I've noticed was Blind Neil?
what?
I think this eye patch of his is bullcrap. Because you watch him one show, he's got it on one eye, and then you watch him another show, he's got it on the other eye.
Blind Neil, you are awesome. That is an amazing idea. I would have never thought of that. I would have never thought of changing. He'll never say it. He'll never say it's like, no, man, it's the same eye every time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the birthmark that moves around your face.
No, that's called, well, never mind.
I'm trying to, guys. I'm trying to keep myself in a good mood. It's been a million. It's been a roller coaster of a week. So if you live in my life, it's always a roller coaster. I've got I've got crap going on all the time, and you just never know what the hell's going to happen during my life. So sometimes I share it, and sometimes I don't. But it's an absolute roller coaster. Today's kind of a bad side of the roller coaster. This is one of those ones where I gotta kind of keep a serious tone here, um, but I have a good set of pair of friends up in Salt Lake that have been friends with me since I've been married, and they were friends of my wife and her brother before that, and so a little bit of heartfelt sorrow going out to my friend Libby and Chad. Libby, her mom basically was hit by a not I don't know if it was a drunken driver, but she was killed today. So that's kind of like I got to put that right out there. So if I kind of quiet down a little bit, that's kind of that. So I don't know what the circumstances were, but these people have been these friends of mine have been friends for a long time, and I that's my news I came home to tonight. So that's tragic crap. Everybody's got those kinds of stories. I mean, but that just hit me. So I just got to let that one simmer. Like I said, she has no other family. That was her mom was it. That was her last family member. She has no brothers and sisters. Her dad died. So she has no parents, no step
Our,
parents.
our heartfelt
Yeah.
condolences and prayers to your friend.
To there, yeah, I know. I appreciate that. I just wanted to get that out of there because it's kind of that's the negative crap, but that was very surprising because it's you know so yeah,
Well,
Libby, yeah,
it can happen to any of us.
yeah.
Cross the
No, and
street.
it's you think about Kai, you think of how lucky you are, and I have to freaking knock on wood all the time, and I have to basically stop and just think of how absolutely fortunate I have not had anything like that personally, and I don't I don't want to experience that. So it's just that's the thing about that, as I've been very fortunate and she has
Well,
not. I
you,
mean,
you are very fortunate indeed. If you at your age still have wood to knock on,
oh, exactly, it's freaking my head. So anyway,
oh,
I just had to get that out of my system so I can but on the other hand, it is like I said, we're going to have a good conversation today. It's going to be enjoyable. We're not going to basically dwell on things, and that's kind of the way I move forward with life. So we get forward, we support our friends, and we hold their hand when they need it. So let's see. I often worry about my parents. Yeah, you do. Everybody does, but you can't. Yeah, you can't dwell on it. You just can't spend your days. And what I'm hoping is they, come on down this summer and spend some time, and because they got a family down here. I mean, she doesn't have immediate family, but she's got us, and we've been her family for well over 20 years. So yeah, a lot of people are losing their loved ones. Absolutely. I mean, Michael, you're putting it in perspective. So that's there, you know. So I just that's like I said, that's why I'm gonna try to get it out there and end it there. So thank you though.
you could go so fast crossing the street, get hit by a car, wrecking
Yeah,
somebody else's
or
drone.
or a
Right,
bike ride.
sunrise.
Or a bike ride. Think about that. It's in the morning and you're just taking your morning bike ride. Somebody's on their way to work. it's probably a total accident. So, and then tragedy, So, anyways, I just
Well, I don't know, but about half those folks on bikes that run around Austin on the weekends,
yeah.
there is some as called natural selection. Some of those folks need to be sorted out.
Oh boy, yeah, yeah, I understand. Hey, it's okay, man. We can be a little bit racy here. What I mean by race is we can open up the
They
conversation.
also need to know just that the secret of spandex, just because you can fit it over your butt, you shouldn't be showing it out in public.
Doesn't mean you should be wearing it. Now, hopefully, you're hearing my improvement of audio. So, Kai and I have invested in the toner company. This is a nice little mic. So it's a nice little USB mic for outside. So I thought it was nice. So hopefully everybody's hearing me loud and clear today. Let's see, the Chinese rocket reminds me of all my childhood toys that were made of. Yeah, if you look at that rocket design, that's actually a Russian design. If you really look at it, using basically vectored thrust for launching, that's Russian stuff, man. We basically put a
Um,
freaking gyroscope on our thrusters, and the Russians went, gyroscope? Crap, let's just put multiple thrusters down there and then put them at, just like a drone, put them at angles, which stabilizes the liftoff. Americans always think outside the box, you know, so
well, that's the Werner von Braun design.
well, yeah, you're right, because the vector thrust came from the Germans. You are correct. I saw that. They were putting the gyroscopic vector, and they actually put thrust diverters. They had like little tiny, like you'd say, rudders that steer the thrust to correct the direction of the rocket. Yeah, that's some freaking out of the box crap, man. That's some serious stuff. But we're going to talk about that stuff today. We're going to talk about out of the box thinking, and of course, we're going to keep our eyes to the sky today because you never know. Because during this live stream, this could be it. This could be my last day. When the Chinese rocket re-enters, now they say it's Saturday, Sunday. You never know. Maybe they got freaking thrust control still on that thing, and they got, we got to put her down here, and they, hit the thruster, and put it down early, and then it lands on
Well,
San.
no, that's exactly part of the problem. They don't have any control over that thing anymore.
If they had control of
That's
the
what
rocket,
makes that's what makes the thing so interesting. There's no control over this thing.
yeah, it's a
They
total
got a
crapshoot.
giant metal tube that's about 100 foot long, weighs in excess of 20 tons,
Yeah.
and it's just sort of tumbling through space.
Well, did you notice that when they showed that picture, there was a lot of other crap that was floating around with it? Probably fuel.
No, there's
Yeah. Hey, Michael, you know what? You friggin' you're speaking my language. So, all right, I'm gonna do that. He says, you know what? You should probably. It sounds like a day that you should probably open it up. I'm opening it up today. So that's it. Here we go.
I done beat you to it. Guy crashed a classic Mark II Golf. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yep, it's one of those days. Now we're gonna keep it real here. We're not gonna freaking get crazy, okay? You know me. I'm not gonna get crazy today.
Yeah, sure.
It's okay. Sometimes, guys, this is sometimes you just have to. The diet's going pretty good, by the way. So just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you have to be an absolute crazy lunatic. So you
Well,
guys
you
that are
are a
out there,
crazy lunatic for going on the diet.
you droners out there that are overweight, which is about all of you. I
You
had,
you're skating on really thin ice right
hey guys, hey, is there anybody out here that doesn't freaking say that they can't lose a couple pounds? If you can't, like if you're stick skinny, then that's the only one that can say anything. So
now.
Dan picked
I
up a
think
bottle.
Sunrise about the only one in our bunch that's in the height weight ratio where he's supposed to be.
Hey Dan, did you pick up the right pickles? or did you just pick up any old jar? I actually thought about getting some green beans, the ones in the pickled green beans, and I didn't get them because they were $8. I thought that was overkill. I'll pay $25 for a jar of pickles and moonshine, but I will not buy pickled green beans for $8. That is a ripoff. I hope all you guys agree with that. Old Smoky. Okay, good day. Okay, here's my good news.
I don't mean to brag, but I still can't wear the same necklace I wore in high school. Okay.
I've been trying to fit in size 36 button 501s for a long time, and it just doesn't work. 36 waist, 34 length. That's long, dude. I got long legs. Yeah. Here we go. Here's the joke.
34 is long. You want to take a guess what my inseam is?
34. Oh, what? Tell me.
40.
Hey, dude, I got 40 now. So we could
probably
probably
share 42 40s.
42 40s. Oh man. I am 40. I am 34 40. And that's like impossible to find. You literally have to go and find a seamstress. Doc Murdoch 44. I wear my pants like my bullets. 44. See, that's where I needed my sound effect, and now I don't have it. It's up in the studio. Oh, 44. I've been 144 pounds ever since the military. At 48, I haven't changed a lot. Oh man, lucky Dustin. My weight is okay. I mean, I hold right now a solid 250, and I like when I was building my bar shed last spring, I got down to 238. I'm trying to get back down to the bar shed weight, so I'm getting down there. I will get down there. I've already melted off about 6 pounds. Pew pew lasers.
Just let me talk to your wife. You'll be down in weight in no time. I'll put some ideas in her head for some projects for you.
Okay, got some good news now. I got to share this good news. Today, officially, was our first. We were just given the no mask okay at our school. So no more masks. It was basically on your, you can wear one if you need to. That is amazing. Yes. No masks. Such a great day, guys. So if you're still wearing a mask, oh my Lord, obviously if you have to do it, but now there's a slippery slope there with the mask thing, meaning that you do have people that still need to because they have the big thing are like immune issues. So you got those issues, but that's about it, So starting Monday, we're free in Utah. Yes, we are free.
Well, we've been free for a while. I mean, the mask requirement from the government got dropped quite some time ago, but
yeah, our government
go into any grocery store in here, they're still going to require you to wear a mask. The store does.
Michael is 3230. I remember those days. My legs were longer though. I think I got 36. So
Michael had a question.
What's up?
My first name is Kai.
Hey, Michael Blades in the house. Hey, how you doing? Our stream is going to get more loud and more proud, so it's awesome. Everybody that pops in new. It's amazing. It's like I said, we've grown this thing, quite quickly. So it only is going to get better this summer. So I'm hoping
there's an idea. Frying pan. Let her chase you around the house for an hour. That'd be a workout for both of you.
A little bit of.
Is that how you keep your weight, there, Doc?
Chase me around.
I'm gonna have to tread lightly here. I already got Mama going last week, so we're not going to try to repeat that.
I got to get Kai to give me another couple pictures, man. I need some emotional shots so I can work on my thumbnails. So I can change mine all the time, but Kai's got to. So I have to reuse the same picture over and over again. We got to loosen him
You
up.
consider yourself lucky you get those pictures.
So love the building process. So do yeah.
We can do the thinker.
Hey, Michael, I might work on my other. I might work on the front of my house this summer. My wife's already been sowing the seeds for that. She goes, I think you need to do the tops of our. I have right outside the front of my patio. There's like a buffet there, and that's where my grill is. I've got a gas grill there, and then there's a fridge there too. That's the first one I built. I built that when I built the house, and that needs a concrete countertop. So I might I'm going to rebuild that. I think I'm going to make the cabinetry less deep. I'm going to rebuild everything, and then bring in the stone guys that did this area here. So we'll see how it goes. Ben T in the house. Did you already say Ben T? You already did, I'm sure.
No, we haven't yet, and he's actually been doing some experimenting. I just reviewed.
Ben, he can share.
He mounted GoPro Hero 7 on top of the DJI FPV. He says,
now, why'd you want to go and do that? Why would you want to take a good camera and add a good camera to it? Obviously, Ben had a reason. GoPro Hero 7 is a stabilized camera platform. I actually, at Costco, now you were talking about Costco earlier this week. At Costco, they have the GoPro Hero for $380, the Hero 9. It's a whole kit. It's got batteries and stuff. At Costco, they have the GoPro Hero for. So anyway, that's I don't have a GoPro Hero 9, and that I don't know. We'll see. Guys, I'm tight with my money right now. I am tight. Even with the Captain Drone, like all-in-one FPV kit, didn't everybody think that was cool? I thought that was cool. So.
Well, Costco's got the Mini 2 with an extra battery and SD card for $439.
This is the time for summer deals. They're coming. So if you're looking for deals this summer, they're on their way. Let's see. I think it's important for your viewers to share. Yeah. I always share your show. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Michael. I'm getting, yeah, you have 4,000. I'm getting almost 5,000. I've got that milepost coming up, and I just don't. I know I could have easily pushed that over the top if I would have bought the Mini or with the Air 2S. But hey, MemLife, hey, how are you doing? Way to pop in. Oh, I was just thinking. I have if you have not if MemLife is popping in here to do some sharing, go sub her channel. It's okay, man. That's a little bit of sub for sub. So if you want to grab a quick one right there, you can do that. Sometimes that works. I don't do sub for sub. That's kind of a dark area. They don't want you doing that on YouTube. They penalize you for that. So. Let's see. What we missed something back up here. It says, "Oh, Michael was talking about. Okay, thanks a lot. I've forgotten for some reason, but must be because I'm 59 and memory is not as good as I used to." 59. Come on, you can't be giving up at 59 with your memory. So, thumbs up. All right, thank you. Hey, MemLife, here. If I get a chance, I'll get over there. Okay. I try to do that if I can, especially somebody that comes in, and unless you're a drone fanatic, like, hey, Chris Hope is in the house, and that's okay.
Howdy, Chris.
All right. So, all right, I gotta. This is the time of my stream. It's 4:30. About 30 minutes in, I gotta go check. I gotta go check the main course, guys, because Friday is always about cooking.
You still have those leftover hot dogs?
I bought some brand. I think speaking of Costco, no, I have got a Santa Maria tri-tip. So yes, I'm gonna slice that tri-tip up nice and thin, and I'm gonna put it on a an onion flavored kind of roll. So it should be good. And then I got a little bit of. I also brought a little bit of coleslaw to kind of just take a little. It's just all meat. So I'm going to put the coleslaw just like you do in a barbecue inside of the sliced tri-tip. So that should be really good. Um, has
Is this the ideas that you come up with when you can't eat for 18 hours a day? Do weird shit like putting salad in a steak?
yeah. Is that weird? I don't know. Kai's got to tell me what's weird and what's not weird. I didn't think that was weird. I thought that was pretty normal.
For you, maybe. I heard a salad as a side dish to steak, but stuffing the salad into a steak, yeah, no.
That's how they guys. That's how miracles basically are created by people that do things differently. That's how the Chinese put a rocket up in the freaking space, and now it's going to land on my head because they were thinking outside the box, and they said, you know what? Let's not waste the computer technology in returning the first stage. Let's just let it land where it may.
Yeah, we'll just drop it into the no-fly zone.
We're just going to drop it on somebody's freaking head. That's living life. I guess there's a
Just
calculated.
just make sure you've got a camera on the no-fly zone all weekend long. So, and you know what's going to happen, right? 2 seconds before the rocket actually hits, you're going to run out of storage space on the memory card, and the thing shuts down.
Okay, guys, I set something up for you guys, just for you.
Oh, good
Okay.
Lord.
All right, guys, that's satellite cam right there.
Oh, you mean
So,
rocket cam?
well, yeah, we're looking for whatever rocket, satellite. We're just looking for it. So we're going to keep this up into space right there. Actually, I'm going to tilt it up a little bit more, and there you go. So if it does happen to freaking want to come on our heads, we're prepared for that. So I
So
know you guys.
now I've got a story to share. As you may or may not know, I was in the satellite business for several years,
Uh huh.
and I had these two rednecks come by and pick up the satellite dish from me.
Isn't is That's Texas? Isn't everybody a redneck?
Yeah, but
They weren't from Austin.
they were not from Austin. Let me just set the tone. They came by, they open up the box, they look at each other, and both of them in unison. This is going to take more than a 6-pack. Okay. I'm like, all righty, well, you all get stuck. Give me a call, and I'll talk you through it. And that's, was a Dish Network dish that has that tilt on it with a skew. And I told him, set the skew first, set your dish up, and do the signal. Well, about 2.5, 3 hours later, I got a phone call from those guys. Hey, we can't get a signal. I'm like, well, it's still light out. You can't do it just yet. He's like, what do you mean? I say, you got to wait till dark, and then you can see the little red flashing light on the satellite, and then you can adjust your dish the right way. They bought that story hook, line, and sinker.
The satellite dish don't work in the friggin' now. You're segueing into the probably one of the conversations that we kind of were goofing with earlier, which is the fact that people are really afraid of stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So something as simple as, guys, we need to be We need to be vigilant. Okay. We need to look into the sky because you just don't know what's going to land on your heads. We need to, we need to get the, here, let me just put this thing in, because you just don't know if it's going to come down. Now it's light out right now, so right now we don't have to worry about satellites because they don't work in the daytime, according to a Dish Network. Oh,
Well, there is an online tracker.
there is.
Yep.
Interesting. You put it up. If you get a chance and you find it, put it up. Here, I'm gonna go check my. While you, I want you to look for that. Here, I'm gonna put the cookies in the house up here, and you find that thing, and I gotta go check the meat here. Now, my neighbor just drove by in his pickup truck. He's got a cowboy hat, and he sees my camera sticking. He's like, "Oh man, this could be
There
Steve."
you go.
What you got? Oh, did you find it? Satellite tracker. All right, let me put that thing on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my audio over here. I'm going to take my.
Yeah, now we can't hear you at all.
There you go. All right,
Yeah,
let me
no,
put.
there is a tracker.
Apologize for the here. Let me move my camera. That sounds like a satellite.
We're catching all sorts of feedback there.
Can you make it bigger?
Not really. Let's see, there's a zoom here somewhere, right? There you go.
Better check it for temp. Oh, there we go. That's so. Now is the curved line?
Well, I'm guessing the yellow line is where he's going, so it's coming over our ways right now. They only update this thing like twice a day or something.
So every so often you get it probably will narrow it down more and more. That's pretty interesting. So we will have a. Here, I gotta get my temperature gauge here. Hold on. I'll be right back. Just give me a second. I just got to check what my temp is. I'm sure I'm really close.
You got to measure the temp of what? This is the problem with all this new modern technology. Cooks don't know how to cook anymore. When I was in chef school, you know how many meat thermometers we had in the kitchen? None. Satellite tracker. I don't know that there's an Android app. That's just something I found.
All right, we got to tell you about temperature wise. We're at about 118 degrees, so we got to get up to 155. With steak, you can go
Do you
145 to
seriously need
155.
a thermometer to know when your steak is done?
Hold on here. Let me turn this off. Let me get back to where I need to. Now we're back. There we go.
Is that serious? You seriously need a thermometer to tell you whether or not your steak is done?
I got a digital thermometer stuck up its rear. It's not even 120 degrees yet. I had it too hot. I was gonna slow cook it. Actually, I was gonna kind of kick its butt because it's like, it's a tri-tip, so you can cook them in 30 minutes. But usually I smoke them for about 2-3 hours when I do tri-tips, and then I put it at right before I serve it. I kick the temperature up to like 400 degrees, and then I quick I quick cook it to temperature, and then I quick take it off. But I'm a steak guy, but I haven't perfected the steak yet. I'd have to have Kai freaking show me how to do that without putting like, what do you call it on there, the what is it, what do you, when you put cream sauce on it and stuff, make it into,
Cream sauce.
huh?
Cream sauce.
Yeah, like, the mushroom cream sauce. That's like, what the hell am I thinking about, guys? Michael, talk about memory loss. I'm thinking about what the oh my lord. Sauerbraten.
Sauerbraten is a whole different animal. Sauerbraten ain't steak to begin with. It's a roast.
And but you slice it up, right? And then
you slice it, and I mean, you get the gravy with it. Yeah, you smother it in gravy.
How do you make your Sauerbraten gravy? I love Sauerbraten, by the way.
I don't.
You don't? I mean, it's not real steak, okay? It's obviously a way of getting rid of meat you don't want. Basically,
it ain't steak. It's a flipping roast.
Right. It's a rump. It's a freaking giant cow butt. Just like a pig roast. Just like when you do. I hear kids screaming. They're like driving around on their electric scooters out here.
No, they're seeing rockets.
TDR drones. So I missed the conversation about the tracker. I may have heard it, but I didn't hear the details. So with the tracker, now do they take the pattern and squeeze it as the time goes by? Do they narrow down the target?
No, it's as you look at Earth, that's how that thing goes around.
Okay. So that's the belt of where it's basically.
Yeah, that's the belt in which it travels. So
no idea. It's basically an infinity right now. At 18,000 miles an hour, can you even freaking determine within like a couple of 100 miles where it's actually going to hit? Plus, it's going to break up into little tiny pieces and just.
What's that? Earth is 80% water anyway.
Right.
So I mean, and even the smart people say there's a 75% chance this thing will land in the sea. Yeah, let's think about that.
Here, I'm gonna go check something, and I'm still here, guys. Hold on. I'm not going.
You're going to check something. You're going to check your temperature.
Here, no, I don't need to check the temperature quite yet. I turned it down. I'm doing this. I've got this computer being a goofball, so I can take my sound and bring it down here. Isn't that freaking slick? All right. No, I had to back up. I had to back this computer up because these are my 15-year-old, or actually my 15-year-old computers. I've got two of them. Remember, they're twins, but I had to back up the update because I can't log into the network for some reason. It didn't log the network. Here, watch my password right here. I'm gonna freaking type it in here. Oh, maybe not. I don't know my freaking password. All right.
I can tell you.
I don't know freaking login failure.
Wasn't it QWERTY 98?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
But you need 10. A 10-digit number, so you put 10 in, and then it was too much.
Well, if you get it wrong, then you know that I forgot 10. This is a nice little mic, Kai. I'm really liking this. I'm digging this freaking mic right here. This is a $26 USB mic by Toner. So, and no, they haven't given me anything.
Well,
System
you should have
restores all
bought the other
systems.
one though, like this one right here.
Did you show yours? Yours, yeah, yours is the black version right there. His is the now. This one's the side mount. Unable to connect to network. Gosh dang it!
Well, you gotta turn on your network card.
It. Oh, you know what? I. It better be freaking on, dude.
Well,
That
you
would
just
piss me off
unplugged
if
it.
that was the problem.
You just unplugged the damn thing.
No, it's on. It for some reason my network adapter is not working. Anyway, I'm going to try it one more time because I backed up the software because um, even with the troubleshooting, guys, I just need to take this computer and get a 44 Magnum or any kind of large caliber.
Go out to your garage. Get the biggest hammer you can find.
A hammer would be fun too.
Okay, and give it a good whack.
Now, if I was up in my studio, I
You
could
know,
just
like
plug it
back
into the
in the old
network.
days when the TV didn't want to work right, you just walk up to it and give a good smack on the side. Damn thing worked again just fine.
I'm going to try to connect. I'm going to try to connect to another network and see if it worked. Nope, didn't connect to that one either.
This Dustin says it must be an HP.
Well, I've got this network. It's definitely an HP. This is an HP Pavilion DV7.
Okay, here's what you do. You get up, you're going to fold that laptop down, you're going to hold it with both hands. Okay? Then you're going to swing your leg back a little and you drop that laptop and you swing forward with your foot and,
It's logging in right
run
now.
it. I think they call it reboot the computer.
No, I reset the wireless adapter, and it recognized it. I've got this giant 5G freaking Wi-Fi freaking antenna on it.
Amazing what happens when you turn the networking card on.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's actually working now. That's funny as hell.
Actually, that's not an experiment I want to try. Leave it open and on. Okay, go over to the pool and drop it, and then let us know how deep it got before the screen went black.
Nope, it's still not working. It says connecting. It says not connected. What the frick? Oh man, I got something messed up in here. Just so guys, it just tells you how much I don't know anything about computers. All right, that's enough of this crap. You've already seen me struggle enough with an ancient computer. Now, Kai's telling me that I need to just pick it up, kind of like caress it, and then just hit it on a rock. I might have to do that sometime. Ah, jeez.
No, there's a process. They call it reboot the computer.
Reboot.
Yeah. Basically, that's where you stick your boot up the computer. It don't do shit for a problem, but damn, it makes it feel better. Dustin says check your power saving settings.
Let's see. Let's see. Connection.
No, it's not 286 Pentium, Doc. This is steam powered.
This actually has a fingerprint scanner too. I hope you can hear that the wind is kicking in. We got this white flag, a red flag warning. You know, you get those when you know that there's that your neighborhood's going to burn down? Unbelievable.
Well, is that before or after the rocket falls on your house?
Ah, crap. I bet you I blew up the freaking network adapter, the built-in adapter. I can't even troubleshoot it. All right. It was working last week. So something whatever happened between this week and last week is the problem. So all
No, it
right.
was working last week, and now it's not, and you touched it since then. So I think that pretty much narrows down the problem.
We see everything okay? The problem is the user, and that's always been the problem. And that's what the computer geeks out there in our channel right now are saying. Um, One of the things I'm hearing, I don't have to hear you guys speak. I can hear the chat. You guys don't think that I hear the chat, but I do. My it's like mental telepathy, and the chat is saying, "Holy crap, he is the worst at computers ever." So let me see. I'm gonna actually read it. Let's see. Nobody's saying that. What the heck?
No, but I like the Doc Murdoch. What does it use to scan your finger was talcum powder. The
Yeah,
one
these
is
got the.
backwash from the rocket. Paul, you might be onto something there.
All right, now you can get into my stuff. Just take a picture of my finger right there. You're not supposed to show your. You're not supposed to show your technical information. So there it is, right
Well,
there.
you get your finger backwards. That's how it goes.
He's so inappropriate.
Yep.
Oh man, this is definitely a 3 beer stream and maybe a pickle. We're about a third done now.
You gonna do 3 beers and then get out your pickle, huh?
It's been a long week, but it's a no mask week and it's a celebration too. So
Oh, Lee's on the house. Hey,
hey,
Lee.
Lee
Lee
McCready.
McCready.
How you doing, Lee? Lee, you're just in time. I'm trying to solve all the computer problems of the world, but I do have one that's still fighting. This thing is fighting death, and it will fight to the very end. So,
Hey,
I've actually torn.
Dustin's got it. Dustin's got it figured out.
What did he say?
Just
Get
get
tequila and
tequila
eat the
and eat the
worm, and
worm.
you'll be good. Look at this. I got this. This is what you use a 256 gigabyte card for. Use it for an external drive in an old computer.
Well, Doc, I can't make any Gerbil jokes because I would offend the Gerbils because his computers are not that modern. They don't have Gerbils yet.
Oh.
You know, his computers, he still has to get up in the morning and shovel coals and bring up the steam to temperature.
I can't believe that computer doesn't work. I'm really pissed that computer is now working. It's bugging me.
Well, maybe you need to spend more than $200 on a computer.
Okay, temperature check. Here we go. Temperature check. Checking temp. We got echo.
Yeah, I can't read anything there. $122.50.
We got a ways to go, guys. Oh, 130. No, 1. So, but there's still. I'm slow cooking right now. I decided to turn it down. I got it down to about 275. So I'm drying it out. Actually, it's 215. So it'll really take a long time. When I'm closer to time to eat, I'm gonna jack it up. I'm gonna jack it up to freaking 400 degrees, and we're gonna eat. But
I have not priced anything out, any Ryzen CPUs out as of late. I spent a fortune on the graphics cards today just to get my computer caught up. I spent more on my graphic card than Dad spent on all of his computers put together.
Oh my
I
God.
bought another Quadro card, a Quadro P2200.
Is he bragging about how much he spends on his computers and how much I don't spend on mine? I got
No,
priorities,
I'm
man.
not bragging. I'm just stating the fact.
I buy drones, man. I sink my freaking fortune into drones.
You mean things like this?
Well, yeah. Now you got to show us that. Are you gonna wait? Are you gonna show us your? Are you gonna wait till Tuesday to show your connector? You don't have to
Well,
show it now.
I can show it now.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You did a nice job with that. Hold on, before you show it, I got to grab something.
What he's going to grab now? No more pickles for Dad.
I got to grab a. I got to grab an old Smoky, but I also have to grab a tourist beer. So I'm in Amsterdam and I'm at the Heineken Experience right now.
That's all right. I'm in Mexico right now.
You're in Mexico. You know, I was in Mexico a minute ago with Pacifico, and I'm much more happy in Amsterdam. But it just depends.
No, somebody left these sitting at my house. So
Hopefully, you don't hear the wind, guys. The wind's really picking up. But if Toner is true to their mic quality, then I shouldn't hear that crap.
no, we're not. I'm not hearing anyone.
That's good. I'm really impressed with this. I'm really now. Obviously, when I listen to the replay, I'm going to really be checking for that. But this is nice for $28. Was it $26? 28 with cash. Oh, there's the connector.
I got my baggie of connectors today.
Here, let me put that up on the screen there. Hold on here. Let's. So those are the connectors that he's using. The balance connectors, and he's
These are
now
five
tell us what you did.
These are 5-pin connectors that you would normally use for a balance plug. Here's
Oops,
one.
I didn't want to do that.
Here's a close up. You see the 5 pins there, and that's where the plug plugs into, and that's where the 2 notches are that line up with the notches on the plug.
Show us how you connected. Now, did you pull out
Actually,
the other
what
one?
I've done, the center 3 pins,
Right.
I actually pulled those out.
You just took a pliers and pulled them out?
I just took my little side cutters and just got a hold of them, pulled them right out.
Okay. And then you soldered on the ends of the.
And then I got a bunch of extra wires for the SMO camera. And what I've done, there was actually 4 wires on there. There's a yellow and blue wire in here yet, but I pulled those out because that's weight we don't have to carry around because it's not doing anything.
Right.
So
The key to that build is that you don't have to have your quad plugged in. You can just have your balance lead plugged in and your camera can function. That's the big problem with my setup.
okay, now here you can see where I pulled those pins out. And I literally only have the 2 pins on the end on it now. And I just soldered the wire to the back side of it. I folded over on this one because I didn't need the full length. But it's plenty long enough to plug into this quad. And this way you can have power to your camera and do all the setup of your camera without having to have the quad plugged in. Because when you plug in the quad, oh, they make these damn plugs so damn tiny. Yeah, what am I doing wrong? But there we go. So I'll plug it in. And there she sits. Just like that.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. By without a doubt. And that's what I'm going to do for sure. It just
You
has the
can
advantage.
power it up, and
You could plug it into every one of your quads. That's a 4S lead though, so you
yep.
get only plug it into your 4S. Well, anything, yeah, that's 4S.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut out one of these side walls on one side to where you can plug this in, plug a 6S, plug this into a 6S too. It'll
Okay.
still only pull the 4S voltage because it's
Right.
going to be plugged into the 4 cell.
Right.
It'll still work.
Right. It's the same voltage, right? And it doesn't, yeah. But you can go as high as 6. You can go as low
You
as
can't, the
3.
camera can't handle as high as 6S.
Right. Minimum is 2S, right?
Minimum is 2S.
Right.
But really, in all reality, this particular quad is not going to see that camera on it for much longer because I got this little dudette right here.
Hey, Steve.
And
Steve's
can we
visiting
get a
me.
focus on that?
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it a little bit.
Right. That's your new camera. Just take it out of that box. Come on. Take it out of the box. Come on, Kai. Take it out of the box. Now this is a freaking this is where you want this is what's getting me to want to go to do a little bit of analog. This is
So
a
this
what,
is an
4K.
analog FPV camera, but it also has a digital 4K recorder. And you can see right there, that's where the SD card plugs into. This is the Cadex Loris.
Right.
And this board will fit right on top of the flight controller in this thing. Let's see. You can see how much room we've got on top there.
Now DJI hasn't made a 4K camera yet, but that's coming. It's on its freaking way, guys.
It has to be on its way, or
Yeah,
DJI
I mean, it's
is
not
going to
new.
lose marketplace.
Right. And they've got so much going on. They've got a division that's working on FPV. But those guys in that FPV division are not necessarily all lockstep. Steve, hey, Steve.
And that Cadex Loris actually will record at 4K 60.
Right. So it's the same thing as the FPV. I'm excited to see the video. Obviously, there's no stabilization, but there's very little stabilization in the FPV anyway. Um, the only stabilization in most of those is your ability to fly stable. So, and I'm working on that. A little bit of camera stabilization. Steve keeps trying to jump into the picture here.
I'm, you know, the Cadex Loris is nothing new. I mean, that thing's been around for a while. I just want to get this thing, and I see all this extra space above the flight controller.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be possible to find a camera was a DVR that I can squeeze that board into that.
Yeah. I got a funny story to tell you. You've never heard this one, Kai.
How about you put yourself back on the screen?
This is a stupid dad joke. All right. So my dog Steve was being really cute. So I went and got my camera, my phone. And I'm like, all right, Steve, here we're going to take some pictures. And took a picture of him and got there's Steve there. Full body shot of Steve. Let's see, let's get him while he's freaking being an idiot. So here, we just do a quick Oh, now he's left, so we're gonna keep it here. Okay, so anyways, so I take a picture of him. And he's like, doing one of these Steve shots, and then take the picture, do a little editing to it, put it on both Instagram and Snapchat. My son sends me a message, and he's like, "Dad, you need to take the picture down of Steve." And I'm like, "What? What's wrong? He's my dog. You gave him to me. You found him on the road. You willed him to me, and I take pictures of Steve anytime I want." He's like, "Dad, Steve's got a boner." So Steve, I'm like taking a picture of him. He's got a freaking ginormous red boner on both pictures.
Ain't you proud?
No, I'm like, really? Because I didn't even notice it. And Steve is like literally just like, frick. I'm like, oh, isn't Steve cute? And I'm not taking that picture down. So there you go. He's like, Dad, you can't do that. You can't put pictures up like that. That's terrible. So there we go. That's a silly dad moment. Putting up boner pics of his dog. Ugh. Of course, I took the same
Yeah,
picture.
I'm hearing the envy out in your voice.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to take any blue pills.
The red rocket, as Frank Senior
Now,
put
there's
it.
no way I took another. I didn't take another picture. I just took one of those little stickers, and then I reposted it with a little sticker over it. Cheers. Oh, Steve. All right, guys. 5 o'clock. That food's got to be damn close to being done. It's supposed to be done at 5. That's how my live stream goes. Food is done at 5. Last 45 minutes are all eating scenes. And so here we go. Let's check it out. So I got to go do a double check. And if it's not done, I've got to jack up the temperature so we can get it to 148. I don't want it to be, it's already probably overcooked. So I don't like it when it's way overcooked.
Well, cook it some more, then it becomes roast.
Yeah.
Then you just go get some gravy and smother it in gravy and call it a day. Or you slice it real thin, put it on a sandwich with some beef sandwich.
All right.
Oh, we got experts here. Cialis apparently is better than the blue pill. Yeah, you better start stepping it up there, son.
It's time to push it over the edge. Yeah, once you get here, it'll heat up fast. So I don't have the wireless module with me. There's actually a wireless module you can just sit with, but I'm too cheap. It's a lot of batteries, man. It's expensive. All right, here we go. That's freaking annoying. I know. I need to freaking get my program in where I turn the sound off, go over there, so we don't get all the freaking.
Oh, 808 State's in the house.
Hey, all right, 808 State. Hopefully he's feeling better. He's passing some stones, man. Last time I heard.
Well, I think he passed the stones and then he got the flu or something.
Oh man. Let's see here. There he is. Aloha, 808. How you doing? 808, you got to get me on your channel again. We got to get you on my channel. Let's get you in here next week. Why don't you come in and join us next Friday? I got to make sure I'm here next Friday. Let's see. No, I'm not going to be here next Friday. I've got to go up
He's
to
at work.
I've got to,
He's at lunch.
Oh, that's right. He's working this time. That's right. I've got to go.
Are you open on Tuesdays, 808?
Yeah, we can do a Tuesday with him. 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 Yeah I got to
Saturday.
go up to the
Well,
graduation on
yeah, we'll,
Friday.
we'll do a special on Saturday.
Saturdays. All right, we can do Saturday. He does this on Saturday.
We'll do a 808 special
Yeah,
on Saturday.
I'll do a Saturday stream. What the heck? That's what happens when you live on the islands, bro. You don't just pass stones. You pass lava rocks. Oh my god, I don't want to know that. Okay? I don't want to know about so yeah, 808 he's now 808 you've done a Sunday stream,
What's
correct?
a whole new meaning on getting your rocks off?
808's done a Sunday stream in the past. Now obviously this weekend is Mother's Day weekend, so we got to basically, hey, we got to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. I've already taken
Well,
care of the flowers.
that's Mother's Day is on Sunday, ain't it? I don't know. I don't keep up with that sort of stuff anymore.
Eh, Saturdays, Saturdays are Natterdays. Oh man, how am I gonna fix that? I'm gonna reboot my computer. Maybe it just needs to be rebooted, Kai. Let me just do a quick reboot. I'm just gonna do it while I'm around.
It's not gonna let him rest. Well, Sunday is out because Sunday is Mother's Day. So,
Yeah, this week is shot, so I'm
well, we
not doing
could do
anything.
tomorrow, but
Yeah, I don't.
that's a little short.
Once summer hits, guys, I'm freaking gonna have some. We're gonna definitely have to do a schedule reconfiguration because I might be gone a lot this summer. I'm hoping I am. So, um, another little positive note. I haven't said this. My son, who's been basically trying to play baseball, basically signed a contract with the Angels just a couple of days ago. So hopefully, I'm watching him play baseball in California or up in the West Coast somewhere sometime this summer. So I'll be gone. So really cool. That's been really cool. He's gone a long ways. He's played college football. He's played college baseball, and he's playing professional baseball, which is pretty cool. So he's in what they call the rookie league. So, but he's 24, so he's got a very short window. He's once you get 24 in baseball, there's so many different levels. You have to like progress really fast, or you're basically an old man. So he's going to be basically playing baseball with 19-year-olds because they basically draft him right out of high school. So that's kind of cool. That's another good news thing for Dad Random. So that was cool. He's been working his ass off, and
Well, Doc Murdoch just figured out your computer issue.
did he? What's up? What's my computer
Yeah,
issue?
you need to upgrade from Windows 3.1 to at least 98.
That's a Windows 7 computer. It probably doesn't work. So yeah, that thing probably doesn't work. I actually would put Windows 10 in it, but I don't want to waste $100 because that would literally be. Now this one I put Windows
Well,
10 in.
do the free upgrade.
So hey, thank you, Ray. Yeah, I think it's for I mean, Kai's a Formula One guy. I played football all my life. For a large part of it, I've been involved in football, and my son's dream has always been baseball. So, and he basically decided a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago, that he would relive that, and try to get maximize that skill. And obviously, somebody freaking took notice of it. So that'll be cool. He'll be on the Angels AZ. It's called the Arizona League, which is a rookie league. So until he gets basically good enough to move up to either low A, high A, double A, or triple A. Those are the only the only four levels they have now. So they used to have more, but anyway, that's fun. It's a fun dad moment. So I got to say that. I got another kid that's a lawyer, by the way. So let me tell you something. That's a pretty damn cool thing too. And
So you got one kid that plays ball, the other one that can read his con.
his read his contract. Yeah, my other son actually won his first case, his first legal case in California. So, which is pretty cool. Um,
So
you got to.
we got to get your daughter on board. What's she
Oh, I
going?
know.
Is she a
Amelia
therapist?
is. Yeah, she's actually on her last year of college at the University of Utah. So she's cut. She's
What's
been.
the major?
Her major is communications. Communications and marketing.
Well, there you
So there
go.
you go. And you know who got me started with the dad random thing? Amelia did. So yeah, she's the one that basically said, "Hey, Dad." She actually made my first channel banner. And what I think I'm going to do someday is I'm going to bring back my old channel banner and put it up. I still have it, and she helped me make it. So yeah, if anybody wants to brag about their kids, you're welcome to. Crap, I just spent 10 minutes doing it. So
808. So we all need to go check 808 out. He caved and got the Mavic Pro, Mavic 2 Pro.
Mavic 2.
You
Now,
got that from Ken Dono, didn't you?
oh, he bought his Mavic 2.
He bought a Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah, that's a good kid. I think Ken is Dono is still regretting that. He just is not doing it. He's just not doing it on his channel. He's like, it's not the camera, it's not the drone, it's the flyer and the photographer. If you're a complete f up, the tool doesn't matter. I'm sorry to
Well,
tell you this, guys. The tools I've been in construction. It does matter what tools you use. It really does. Obviously, if you stick a hammer in the hand of an idiot, but it does matter.
Ray Kelly's son and wife are in South LA, so they're not too far from each
South
other.
LA. Yeah, my son lives in Santa Monica. Yeah, I moved him there. I think I told you this. I moved him there this about a month and a half ago, 2 months. So it was fun. He lives in a nice spot. He has got a very nice apartment. I think reasonably. I mean, I think he only pays like $1,500 a month. It's not super expensive to live in LA right now, except for gas. Gas is $4 a gallon. Uh,
At your age, it's free. Was a pot of beans.
Doc said his oldest daughter got a BA in education today, and my other daughter is getting her BS, and I've got my BS too. You notice that in nursing? Cool, way to cool. Guys, tell your daughter good luck. I mean, education's a great business. I loved it. I've been in education for over 25 years plus. So love my job every day. I still go to work
Let,
enjoying
let,
it.
let me see. I mean, they say teachers are supposed to be smart people. How come they go to school all their life?
I've been in school ever since kindergarten. I've only was out of school 1 year. That was
And
1980.
eventually they'll feel sorry for you and just retire you. And
I wasn't out of school for 1 year. I was out of school for just a few months. I worked a really crappy job, and then that got me into back into school.
what was that? Professional football?
It was basically, yeah, basically I made my college career like professional football, and it was uh, it was short.
If everybody's showing off their kids here, my daughter's got her BS and RN and all that in nursing.
That's right, nursing. We had a couple nurses here. Let me tell you something. You don't appreciate a nurse until it's time to change the freaking bandages. When it's time to freaking get help to stand up and get your IV moved around, and when you freaking are in pain, who do you freaking call? call the nurse. You go, hey, you know what?
Ghostbusters.
I call Ghostbusters.
Who
Actually,
you gonna call?
guys,
Ghostbusters.
this is a lead-in. I call Old Smoky. I suggest you go to Old Smoky before opiates.
Guess
All
what
right.
my son does, Ray? You're leaving yourself wide open for suggestions right now.
Great Kelly. Okay, what is my oh man? He's a cop.
Male stripper.
We love cops. We do. I say cop, and I say it with all absolute amazingness. You want to see a thin blue line sign, flag flying? My neighbor's got one right there. He's got a. So there you go. He has his own streaming company. Holy crap! So he's actually good. Oh, that's embarrassing because I'm terrible. I just, I mean, Kai and I mean, if I didn't have Kai here, I mean, my stream would be just absolute crap. All right.
No, I won't go
Like
there,
that,
but
of course. Make sure you do that. All right, guys. The food has got to be. It's 5:20. I better have a freaking steak ready to go. Oh, I got to get knives. This is every time we get to this point. I need something sharp to cut stuff with. So
you
it's time.
shouldn't have anything sharp.
I'm gonna go get a knife. I'm gonna get a freaking really sharp knife and a cutting board right now. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna turn my sound here. I gotta get my. I gotta make this so.
And there you went all together.
We're here still. So.
You were.
All right.
So
I know that
Woody,
freaking
John,
means something.
my daughter is a boss.
Let's go.
Yeah, at 6 years old, they're all bosses. It's amazing how a 6-year-old can run an entire household. Volunteer was LAPD. Now that takes some nerve. I don't know. I couldn't get back in the cop business these days. I don't have the patience. All right, Lois, 808 State, you got to get back to working. Two granddaughters with two straps on their shoulders. You're going to have to elaborate on that. Yep, here we go. He's got a cutting board. He's got a knife. You call that a knife? You call that a knife? Somebody ain't listening. Oh no, patience is a big requirement these days. And I worked. Last I worked as was in a jailhouse. That was always fun because our inmates were in the bright orange jumpsuits, and there'd be always one smart ass come running up to me, and like, "You're so tall, you must play basketball." And I look up and down him. I said, "Is that where you bounce the orange thing around?" And at that point, they're looking up and down themselves. Yeah, never mind.
This is what's cool about being a cook right here. Oh, that's so good. Oh, it even smells like Santa Maria tri-tip with a little bit of barbecue sauce. Mm. Oh, that's hot. Mm. Boom. Boom. Mm. Spicy.
Now remember, you were going to shove some coleslaw up that steak's ass yet.
Oh man. I'm definitely going to have to slice it up. I think it's ready to go, even though the temp says 140. I probably need to go up a couple more degrees, usually
You
145,
you got
but
one too
140
many.
and up.
You got one too many mics on.
Huh?
You got one too many mics on.
Yeah, I got to turn this one off. Hold on. There we go. So I guess I got to start shutting it off by the here. So let me see if I hold on here. I got a bigger. There we go. There. Same thing, different way.
Too many buttons.
Too many buttons. I'm starting to figure it out. But then I
Yeah.
added more buttons to make my life even more complicated, which I need. If I don't have complications, um, I get bored. And if I'm bored, I have to move on to something else. Kai's starting to learn.
No, Kai is starting to fear.
Fear.
Yeah. Read Doc Murdoch's comment.
Uh-oh. What's Doc got to say? Thank you. I appreciate you thinking that looks good. It does look good, actually. Does he volunteer with the LAPD? That was up there. Um, I guys, I'm telling you, I don't know how people work for the LAPD right now.
I
But
couldn't do it.
some of
I
the
don't
home, yeah,
have the patience.
I mean, the homeless issue there is out of freaking control. I can imagine what New York is like, but it's
Speaking
just
of
crazy.
homeless issues, what did our election come up with on that?
Let's see. Doc says, yeah, it's no joke. I have 6 granddaughters. Wow, and 2 stripes.
No, you need to go the other direction.
Oh, top up.
You need to go down.
I'm going down. Let's see here. I'm working my way down here. Ask Mama. I asked Mom if she wanted to say. Is that the one?
Yep.
Say anything. She said she would send her words in the box. Words in a box. Yes. Um, Austin voted to reinstate the camping ban. Whoa. Texas is taking care of business, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
and all that novice for. If I could just buy the quad by itself, I would just buy it to test it out. But I've got no need for the transmitter and the box goggles. So
What do you think of it?
unfortunately, at this point, they're not offering the novice four by itself. So
What do you think, Kai? What do you think of the transmitter for the FPV that was shown by um,
that's the novice four that we're just talking about.
so the 16, what is it, the T6
That's the
TX?
T12.
Oh, okay.
That's a TX12. It's made by Radio Master.
Radio
It's
Master. Okay.
potentiometer gimbal
Uh-huh.
controller. But for somebody starting out, it's a good bet because you're
Okay.
going to be able to use it with other quads. You're going to be able to put a crossfire module in the back.
Right. They had the modular bay.
I mean, it's not a hall gimbal controller, but for somebody starting out, it's more than adequate.
Yeah, and that's why you were. I think you were pretty impressed by it.
The
The only thing I'm
reason
not.
the reason why I would um, recommend the jumper T light over the TX12 is the T light has hall gimbals on it, which is a better quality gimbal. But the TX12 is an adequate starter transmitter.
Right, and there, you actually pushed me several directions that were multi protocol, but obviously you can spend a little bit more money and get a little bit better
Well, the
radio.
TX12 is, I don't know if that thing is multi protocol or if it's just got the FR Sky chip in it, but
Oh,
it's, I know it's going to be at least capable of doing D8 and D16 receivers,
right. And I
which
actually saw
will
another
get
deal
you
on.
by on any of the cine whoops, all the tiny whoops.
Yeah, I've got that. I saw that on Banggood they had another one that was comparable to that setup, but it had a D8, D16, but it was more like a Tango 2. It was a smaller game like controller.
Well, Radio Master makes a T8 too.
Maybe that's a T. Yeah, that's a T8. It was, I believe, that's what it was.
Well,
That's what it
Radio
was.
Master, the TX12 is about $90, for the T8 is about 60 some dollars. But really, I would no. Neither one of those has Hall gimbals on it.
Right.
That's why I would recommend the jumper was the Hall gimbals, has
Right.
better quality.
Jumper. Yeah, and the jumper's been around for a while.
So, but no, that kit, I mean, it has batteries with it. It has a
Right.
charger with it.
It was $400 for the battery setup that he had for something.
Yeah, it's
And
three
if I
hundred
wasn't
ninety
in my
nine dollars was four batteries, a battery charger, the batteries for the
yeah everything every
transmitter,
plug and
everything
play
you
play.
need. Everything is already paired up, bound together, ready to rock and roll.
And if I had my freaking VR1 set up, it would even be more to rock and roll. It would be fun to test it out. I mean, it would be one of those setups where I just fly it and try it. And
If that quad that comes in that kit comes available to buy just by itself, I'd be interested in buying that.
yeah, I think that that's the way things are. I mean, they've had bind and fly, not bind. They've had kits like that. It's not new. I'm just hoping that I'm hoping I can jump on that freaking bandwagon as far
Well,
as
the ready to fly kits are nothing new.
right.
But in the past, they try to keep the cost down, and then they have these crappy ass transmitters with it,
Exactly. I
and
have one of those.
even worse goggles.
The Free
No,
Sky.
the goggles that comes with this even has a DVR in it.
I
You
have
can't
a Free Sky
record.
transmitter, Kai. Not a Fly Sky. A free. Is it a Fly Sky or a Free Sky?
You have a Fly Sky.
The Fly Sky, the cheap one. Yeah. Yep. So I do have a transmitter. It's just a shitty one. All right, I got to go check. The meat's got to be done. I got to cut that stuff up. It's that time.
You broke the antenna cables on what? Antenna cables on mine broke. So Gap RC is grounded. So no, the Novice 4, I think, would be the ideal setup for somebody starting out. Um, it has, what is it, 1100 milliamp hour batteries, 4S batteries with it. So you're going to get some decent flight time out of it. It's going to be 12 minute flight time. The motors on it are really low kV, so it's not going to be a rocket ship.
Yeah, doesn't that thing have like it was like 50C batteries that they brought with it?
Say what?
Didn't that have a 50C battery that came with it? The 4S batteries.
They're I have 50. I thought there were 60C.
60C, yeah, they weren't. The C rating was low, but it was more of a long range design.
It's not a Ripper design. It's got 2800 kV 1404 motors on it.
Right. Yeah, so more of a long range setup.
Steve is saying, "All right, I'm going to get me some steak tonight."
Yeah, that's good looking stuff, man. That's I'm gonna cut it all up and then I'll put it inside this box with a little barbecue, just add a little sweetness to it. This is made to be spicy, so this Santa Maria is really really spicy. I don't want him eating that though. If he eats that, now, he's already eaten some. I think that fell on the ground. So yeah, this is definitely done. Um, it's this is actually medium, probably medium, because there's no pink hardly. Yeah, poor Steve, man. He's freaking going. Oh my god, that's good. Yeah, this I got a good deal on this. This wasn't bad as far as price wise. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely done. Steve,
No, the batteries are 50C. You were right.
50
I just
C.
pulled it up.
Steve, this is hot, man.
Regardless, I mean, this is 2750 motors on it. They're not going to draw that much juice.
20 minutes, yeah, is what they said.
If you got 1100 milliamp drawing 50C, that puts out 50 amp. That'd be more than enough for anything. These motors, all of them combined, don't pull no 20 amps. The ESC has a 25 amp ESC. So,
What did you say? 25 amp.
yeah,
So basically, it's an analog long range, right?
it's a knockoff. It's a
Yeah,
Explorer long range knockoff.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the TPU pieces even interchange
Oh yeah, I agree. It's Chinese.
between the two.
They're definitely doing a knockoff for sure. That's not any question about that. Oh, meat! I can't eat so much meat, guys. I can only eat meat once a week like this. It's bad for you.
You can't eat meat. I think we're going to end up having to revoke your man card yet.
I'm not woke, guys. Okay, believe me, definitely still sleeping. But yeah, this will be good. Should be a good sandwich. So I get this all cut up here and partitioned out. My wife wants some too, so I got to bring some to her. She's like, "You better bring me some." My wife's. I learned a long time ago that
Happy wife, happy
wants,
life.
my wife wants to be healthy, but anytime I get any kind of roast or any kind of like barbecue anything, she's like the first one over. So it's okay to be in denial, but she's still cool.
Steve's going to hop on that
Roast
counter in a
denial.
minute and just help himself to dinner.
Ooh, that's good. You definitely don't want to eat that piece. That piece is pure like Steve. No, hey, Steve wants to eat it, but he doesn't have a clue that this is going to make him sick. Steve, it's fat, but it's full of freaking. It's full of like
Flavor.
pepper and stuff. It'll make you sick. I'll get you some good stuff. Okay, don't eat that. Can't eat that. Can't eat that piece either. Here, you can eat this one. This is a good one. No spice on that one. Oh, that's good. Oh, meat. God, that is so good. Time to make a sandwich. So there. Steve, you can't have that. That's bad for you. That. Okay, what do we have here? We've got broccoli salad right here. There's some broccoli salad. That's reasonable,
You
huh?
you had that 2 weeks ago already.
This is new broccoli salad. And there's the stuff that Kai says you don't put on the freaking sandwich. This is coleslaw. Okay, just a little bit. You don't put much on. If you want, you can put it on the side. You don't have to put it
Well,
on
there
the
you
side.
go. Put it on the side.
Yeah, we put it on the side. So I got the bowl. My bun is warming up right now, so it's getting ready.
Your bung is warming up right now.
Yeah, just for Kai, I'll put a little bit on my sandwich just so you see what it's supposed to look like. All right, we'll be back in just a second. Give me a minute. There we got a little bit of salad. A little bit of salad, and then let's go get the bread. So we warm this bun up so it's a little bit toasty. Okay, so it's not just like bready. Put some of this in there.
Steak on a hot dog bun.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. This is so much better than last week. All right. I got
You
to bring
need to come to Texas. I need to show you how steak is eaten.
Kai's like, I'm going to show you how to eat that. Just a little bit. Now I know you can put cheese and it's Philly. It's not Philly steak. This is really spicy, and since there's so much spice on it, I put this coleslaw on to kind of knock the spice down a little bit. Okay, that's the whole purpose of the coleslaw. There we go. So that's what we're having today, right there.
We'll have to go up and go to Franklin's barbecue.
All right, we're here. Oh,
I thought you were supposed to deliver to your wife.
this is this is my favorite part. Steve, God, Steve is attacking me. Steve, oh, it's his dinner time. Holy
Yeah.
crap!
He wants to get fed. The wife wants to get fed.
No wonder why Steve is bugging me. He hasn't had dinner yet. Gosh, I'm sorry, Steve. Here, I should call my wife. My wife here. I got to taste this first before I go and. Oh my god, it's so good. Guys, I live for the live stream Friday.
Good Lord, what the heck's going on now?
Oh my god, that's so good. I just dropped coleslaw on my computer. Mm. Mm. Hey, Kai, I'm telling you, the coleslaw does help. It does make a difference. All right, I got to bring my dog in. I'm going to make my wife. I'm going to give her some of that, but she's going to have to feed the dog. So that's the deal.
That's the deal. I'm sure she'll agree to that too.
All right, Steve.
Yeah, I know we'd be maybe standing in line for a while at Franklin's, but it's worth it. Yeah, I got a salsa story for you. So we're at a friend's place hunting, and she had these little habanero bushes on her property. So she collected up a bunch of those habanero chilies. And the guy that was with hunting with us, he just moved down from Kansas. Well, she's like,
You ready?
during the hunt, she's already talking about, "No, I'm going to make us some salsa, and we're going to have some chips and salsa when we get back to the house." And she chops up all those little habaneros and puts them in the dish. And the guy from Kansas thought the salsa was already done. He grabs a chip, dips it through the habaneros, sticks it in his mouth. Talking about somebody blowing steam. Oh, it was funny. Oh, it was funny. Yeah, that burnt whatever silliness out of him too. So what's this, rats? Burn on.
All right. She needs to feed Steve still. She is. Here, I got a lot. He's gonna stay here. He's gonna have to stay here for a little bit. They got some. They got discussions going on. So here, I'm gonna turn this camera off just for now. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so now I can function here.
Who's got discussions going on?
Discussions. Yeah, we got. Well, there's that stuff I was telling you about earlier. It's like hot and heavy
Oh,
right now. So I got to
oh.
send him a number. I got to send him a phone number. But anyway, we're still good here. I just got to send her a phone number for my friend. Um, she doesn't have his number. It's her husband that he's a buddy of mine, and
Yeah, habaneros in moderation is all well and good, but he took the old chip and stuck it, piled it up with habaneros and stuck it in his mouth. Same guy, by the way. As I said, he moved here from Kansas, and somebody asked him, at work where he lived at, and he's like, "I'm down. No, I'm down 70," which 70 is actually the interstate that goes through Kansas. He meant to say off of 78, which is one of our local roads down here. Anyway, so at that point, I'm like, "You're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. You live off of 78, not off of 70." Well, somehow or another, the Toto stuck with him. He was being referred to as Officer Toto from that point on. Well, a different hunt, Officer Toto's telephone rings, and he's actually dumb enough to answer the phone. It was his girlfriend, too. And he picks up the phone, and now he's standing out in the field, blaze orange vest on, shotgun on one shoulder, cell phone on the other, talking to his then girlfriend. Of course, we had to snap a picture of that. Well, shortly thereafter, he announced that he was getting married to said girlfriend. So for his wedding present, I got a hold of that picture, enlarged it to a nice 8 by 10 picture, put it in a nice wooden frame, and then I sent off for a name tag, like the law enforcement officers have. The nice silver one was the black print. And I made his name P.W. Toto. Now, I guess I don't have to explain to y'all what PW stands for. The W is for what? The P, use your imagination. So PW Toto, nice. And it, because I had this little pin, I had a wooden frame that pushed right into the bottom of that picture frame, too. Wrapped it all up and gave it to him for a wedding present. He was dying laughing. She, let's just say she was not impressed. So is that whatever that is any good? Well, if you didn't get to eat all day, you eat just about anything, call it good.
It's a little bit like
Even
it's tri
if you take a steak, stick it in a hot dog bun, and drowse it in coleslaw.
it's tri-tip. So tri-tip is a little bit. It's not like super like tri-tip is not like super tender. It's tender to eat, but it's like it's best to hard to explain it. It's tough, a little bit tough. So it's not like it just tears apart unless it's not like a roast where it falls apart because usually when you put something on a sandwich. Now, if I sliced it thinner, that would make a difference. So yeah, it's good, guys. The flavor is good, and I don't know what Kai is saying about not putting the if it's really hot, it helps to add coleslaw. That's the only reason why you put it on there. It takes some of the heat down, so it's very spicy. But I put a little bit of sweet. Remember that Guy Fieri sauce from the last time I used it, which is like a sweet Kansas City barbecue, and Guy Fieri on this with a little bit of coleslaw and a tri-tip with spice. Oh, it's really good.
No, it sounds like my dinner last night. I made
It's good. It's more food than I need.
pulled pork nachos last night.
I wish I could share it with you, Kai. Crap, I have enough for the whole live stream. I feel like I'm being kind of a pig. I, you guys make me feel guilty. Boy, I don't know. It's so good. I don't feel that guilty.
The burger joint at Ghost Pepper Burgers, I don't know where
The
that's
ghost
at.
pepper chips, the Pocky chips. Huh?
And what can you smell all the way in New Mexico?
Mmm.
No, you smelled it, you dealt it. Yeah, steak and a hot dog bun.
It's a, it's an onion baguette.
It's a freaking hot dog bun.
Okay, I didn't make it fresh. I didn't get it from a French bakery. No. Why do the French get
You
all the
want
credit?
you want to do something good was those buns. Put some ham, some tomatoes, some cheese in the oven for a little while. Bake it all over.
That sounds good. Well, you said ham, tomato, and cheese,
Yeah,
and then you bake it. What did you do to the? What did you do to the ham? Did you slice it? Did you?
yeah. Just sliced ham. No,
That
maybe
sounds
a
good.
little. Put a little butter down on the bun first, and ham, tomato, salt, pepper, cheese over the top of it. Stick the whole works in the oven for a couple of minutes. Let it bake over.
Oh, that sounds good. That's ham. That's kind of a ham and cheese sandwich idea, but with a tomato. Now I've done like multiple cheese, it's like a grilled cheese with sun dried tomatoes. Tomatoes and cheese go good, like, especially with ham. So I've never done it that way.
Oh, we all better behave ourselves now. Brad's back.
Uh oh. Hi, folks. I'm back. I spend so much money on drone equipment all that my present diet is Kraft dinner and tuna.
Mac and cheese.
You haven't seen me
Now,
buy anything recently.
if you still can afford craft, then you're not that broke yet. Okay, you're not broke till you have to buy the store brand mac and cheese.
There's nothing wrong with store brand mac and cheese. I can make that stuff taste like like gourmet. I can take top ramen
Mama
and make
wants to take Doc to Denny's as an appeasement for the steak that Dad's eating. You
it's
want to
not
call that?
steak. It's tri-tip. It doesn't considered steak, is it? Is tri-tip considered steak? Let's see. Hey, Chris and Dad, I'd say, hope you guys are planning and joining us at the second annual South Florida Drone Meetup. I wish you guys would do it up north
Why?
because my buddy's up there and I can freaking go visit him and go to the drone meetup on the same. I guess I could fly and then drive all the way down.
Well, this happens in April, end of March, beginning of April, something.
I think I'm going to go to the Florida meetup. It's just a matter of when I put it to, that I because it is I am interested. It's a really you guys are a really good group of dudes. So that would be one definitely I'm
Yeah,
interested in going.
April 2nd.
A spring, the spring meetup. The big thing about spring is I have to take my spring vacation time. And this year I had to use up all my vacation time for kid stuff.
April 2nd on Jensen Beach.
We will put it on our calendars for sure because that's out there where we can plan. I'm really impressed with this recent drone meetup. If as long as our weather is a little bit better, it'd be nice to have less. But it's spring and Steve, no. Steve got fed and now he's trying to get my dinner. That's how much Steve cares about anything but himself. Right, Steve?
Speaking of drone meetups, so our next drone meetup is on the 15th. So that's
Now, that's
tomorrow in the week.
one.
Again, it'll be 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The soccer players are back in action. So we're going to have to work around them.
You call it the Tri-City meetup or something, or the Bi-City meetup, or
I'm actually
in the middle of cities.
I'm actually going to rename the Texas Drone Meetup group on Facebook and the Central Texas Drone Meetup.
There we go. Call it the ZZ Top meetup out on LaGrange. Doing it. How.
All righty then.
You got your drone. You bring it out of here. You make some barbecue. That's how you do it, Kai. Get the barbecue out, get some freaking ribs. You fly like one drone and just everybody eats the whole time. Bullshits. That to me is a drone meetup. Talk about your drones. I got some kick-ass drones. There it is over there in my car.
I think the highlight of the last meet was the guy that sunk his DJI FPV in the Atlantic.
Right. It was very impressive at how he retrieved it. So that was
Well, he didn't retrieve it. Somebody retrieved it for him.
Oh, was it? Oh, that wasn't his. Okay. I didn't know that.
Well, it's about that time for us to get off.
Kai's calling it quits. Last night I wished out.
We're going to have to because we're going to step on Kelly's feet here in a second. I'm just looking at the time.
I wished out on
our friend Kelly Shores is going to be on.
That's right. I thought that was funny because Kai wanted to go Tuesday. He just kept going and going. He must have had a bad day at work. And next thing you know, it's 6:15. I'm like, Kai, it's Tuesday. All right. It was a good time. Dinner was awesome. Company was awesome. We had good. And guys, to be quite honest, we're lucky because I'm just telling you, I'm still looking into the sky and I just don't see any Chinese.
And that's not going to come down till sometime tomorrow or Sunday.
It's just nothing up there. I thought this was going to be it. I thought this was going to be the final stream.
The
I thought
final hoorah.
it was going to be
But
it. What do you think, Kai?
I think it is time for us to call it the day.
Guys, check
Kelly
out
is going
Kelly
to be on
Ford.
here in a minute. See
Ready,
you
Set,
all on
Drone.
Ready Set Drone channel.
Tell Kelly how awesome you had, how much of a great time you had, and how awesome my recipes are, and how absolutely incredible Kai is for entertaining you while I'm cooking and bringing you many stories from Lone Star State, San Antonio, home of the Alamo, Texas.
It is time for us to wrap her up. So,
All right, we're out of here.
y'all have a good night. Thanks, y'all, for coming. Hit the like button on the way up, please.
Please do. Don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you are taking care of business. Kai needs some love. Bring it over to the Lone at Lone Star UAV, and we are basically. Hold on, I'm working on it. I'm gonna get it here. I'm gonna give us some outro. I'm
Oh,
working on
here
it.
we go.
There
Another
we go. We're out of here. Bye.